Hi guys, Luke here, and today I'm taking a look at Might and Magic 10. So this was released back in 2013 and was a continuation of the series by Ubisoft. So obviously the Might and Magic games link very closely to the Heroes of Might and Magic games, which Tom is playing a lot of, Heroes 3. I play Heroes 2, I play 3 and I play 4, but not really at the level that Tom does. More of a casual gamer on that front. I decided recently on the GOG sale to pick up the Might and Magic series, so I now have 1 through 8, and I don't have 9, but I have 10. So far, the ones that really stand out to me are 6, 7 and 8, and of course 10, which I'm really enjoying. The game is a dungeon crawler. At its core, it's turn-based, so every time you move on the map, basically time moves forward. The days will change, night and daytime, and the enemies will move according to what you do. So everything is turn-based. I think that that's really cool, and it makes for some really interesting battles, I have to say. One thing I will say about this is I've enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I'd heard a lot of controversies about it. I played through the first city before and kind of stopped playing because I got distracted. However, this time I sat down, I decided I was going to get stuck into it. I built my characters and I decided I'd take a stab at the game. And wow, I really am surprised how much I'm enjoying this. It's quite hard, that's the thing that I would point out to everybody. The difficulty spikes can be huge, and you have to kind of learn which areas you're ready to tackle and which ones you're not. Initially I was getting my ass handed to me in most of the combat situations, which was pretty unpleasant. But as the game progressed, I learned tactics with my party. I built it from scratch with no real knowledge, but I did develop tactics with my party, especially making sure that I cured poisons, as you'll see here, and then also using Armor of Light, I think it's called, to protect my people from strikes, which is really vital for my party. So what I do is I use that. I also use a taunt skill, and I use this special armor magic to prevent them from hitting me, and then I can deal out damage and withstand their strikes. But even then, the game can be very difficult, and I save often. So the difficulty really is something to bear in mind. People could get frustrated with this, but so far I found that I'm able to overcome it. I may walk away from the game and come back at a later date and pick up and then be able to beat the situation that I'm stuck in. Graphically, I think it's quite good. I don't technically think that it's great, but I think that for what it's trying to portray, it's an interesting world. The dungeons look a little samey after a while. However, I really like the outdoor environments, and the cities are quite fun. They do lack a little bit of that character feeling, and I would say that the game isn't great on building a world, and the character NPC interactions aren't really great. But overall, once you get into the dungeons, you feel immersed, you want to continue, and it's very unique for an RPG. And I think, despite Ubisoft losing some of the magic of the original games, they have captured something here which is fun, difficult, and a real challenge. Honestly, I think that's the main thing for me. I get a real sense of achievement from this game when I complete a dungeon, and I haven't died 1,000 times. I think that's really interesting part of the game, that challenge element. Graphically, I think that it's okay, but the cities are quite nice and the outdoor environments are quite interesting. The sound I really have to pick out is quite good. The voices and the music in the game were really to my taste, and I think really helped create the atmosphere of the game. So definitely something to check out. Overall, I think that it's a very good game. It's sort of an 8 out of 10 for me. It lacks a little bit of polish here and there, and I think that some gamers may get frustrated with this very quickly. However, for me, this game is highly fun, highly challenging, and for me it was that sense of reward walking away that really fired me up for this game. The fact that when I beat a certain dungeon I felt great, and I feel like I'd overcome some of the challenges in front of me. The puzzles can be interesting. I'm generally not a puzzle gamer and I avoid them at all costs, but in this game they weren't overly challenging that it put me off. Occasionally I did go onto a forum and see how to complete a puzzle, but that's just me. I have no patience for puzzles once I've tried them once or twice. So overall, I think that it's a really good game. It's not the greatest RPG ever made, but if you're looking to sort of while away a couple of days playing a new game and then maybe going back and rebuilding a new party. That's something I want to do from scratch. Now I know more about the game. I'd love to build a party again. So there's a lot of replayability here, but I think eventually you would get bored of the same environment and the same puzzles. But I do see that this is definitely worth a couple of playthroughs. I'm about 10 hours in, and I think that it's an excellent title. So really looking forward to playing more of this, and I may stream some or do some complimentary videos for Tom's Heroes videos, which have been really good on the channel. Please like and subscribe. We are very grateful for all the attention we get, and we read every comment, and we're very excited for the way forward. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with us as we've got plenty more content to come. Thanks for being with me today. Have a good one.